Now let's break down some examples of hooks and stories. So one of these that I am going to focus on is tube method, because the story is very, very compelling. And it really became part of the hook. The story goes, I was, hanging out on Facebook one day, and usually nothing happens on Facebook that's productive, just wasting time and screwing around, right? But this guy makes a post in a group that we just both happen to be a part of, how he's found this new technology, and we should try it out. And I show up, and for 25 minutes of effort, I've now set up a process where we make $1,000 in 25 minutes. And it was with a new thing I had never done before, and he was the person who figured it out. So I went back to him and saying, listen, can we teach people how to do this? Combine what I know about helping people sell online with what you know specifically about Hangouts and YouTube in general, and create the product. And then the product came about. Here's how we created it. This is what we did together, yada, 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 so on and so forth. And boom, now we're selling it. So that is an example of the inception story. And also, of course, we magnified it. We only focused on one element, the Hangout. And then we revealed that it was one piece of a bigger puzzle of a product. And that was the positioning that we took. And my positioning with Zane, and it should have been the other way around. Zane should have started selling it to me. Is Zane was going to go out there and teach just one little tiny method and not go super deep into it. And he's going to sell it for like 17 or 27 bucks on the front end, and do some upsell, downsell, some goofy stuff. That if you added all the dollars together, it would only add up to like 80 bucks. And I said, no, we're going to sell this thing for $199, give the customer everything all up front, and we're going to do it better than you could ever do it on your own by working together. And that your percentage as a publishee is still going to be higher than it would be if you kept 100% of $27 on a sale, right? Now here's another example. So Operation Physical Products is even a better example of using the inception story as part of the marketing and part of the positioning and part of the hook. So when I explain how this product was created to customers, it's very compelling to them, because I basically explain how we had this proprietary source where we had people posting inside a Facebook group related to selling on Amazon. And what I did was went through 1,042 pages of comments in that Facebook group. And every time there was a question, a concern, something they were stuck on, etc., I made a note. I put those notes in Evernote. Then I organized those notes into common themes that kept coming up over and over again. And then I turned that into a outline. And then on the outline, I brought in and organized those very logically and turned those into specifics and how-tos and everything. And then instead of creating it myself, I found who I felt was the most expert person in the world, a gentleman named Ezra Firestone, to focus on these things. So by doing all the upfront work and getting all the raw materials together and pointing them at these things and walking them through with it, he's going to create a better product than anybody in the world can create due to the way that we created it. You tell it to a customer, they go nuts. By the way, you tell this to the publishee, or if you're the publisher, you tell this to the publisher. This is what I did. This is what I will do to create this product that I want you to publish. You think they would say yes to something like that, or at least say maybe and be very interested in it? So this is an example of an inception story to help you sell the publisher, publishee, and the customer.